Reminded of that when in Afghanistan just a few short years ago, and right as I was arriving, I got word that one of our National Guard troopers was killed the day before, Second Lieutenant Scott Lundell. Never had a chance to meet him, but I learned his story. He was a remarkable warrior. And I went that night right outside of Kabul to Camp Phoenix to speak at a memorial service for him, which was one of the most moving things I've ever done. You know, when you're standing there and you've got all these bedraggled soldiers who have been putting in a good day's work sitting before you, and you've got to memorialize somebody you've never known. But just knowing of the service rendered and what he had done for his country was enough to give me inspiration. But I gathered his personal belongings and I took him home back to Utah to his widow, who answered the door with her 4 kids. And that was probably the hardest thing I ever did as governor. Thanking her on behalf of the state and country, wishing her the best, saying that we are all going to do our best as a state to embrace you and to be whatever support we can. And she was mighty strong. I mean, it was the most unbelievable example to me of somebody who lost, you know, the most important thing in her life, and her kids were kind of beginning to understand that as well. And I was reminded then and there, you know, we talk about veterans, we talk about the service rendered, we talk about the inspiration so many of you provide. But we're in a time of war, and the reality is we've got a lot of families that do without. And I know that you're mindful of that, and I hope everyone's mindful of that back. Everyone is doing what they can to reach out and embrace, you know, the families without a dad or a mom, and the kids who need maybe a little extra mentoring because they've lost a family member in combat. That's the reality of where we are. So I know you all do a lot of great work in that regard, and I hope you keep it up, because I think it says a lot about who we are as people, the way we treat these families, and the way we treat you all. So keep it up.